Obviously, we're going to talk Jets and Bombers with Hustler Paterson from Winnipeg Sports Talk. But us, big day in the CFL. Carrie Underwood announced as part of the festivities for Grey Cup Festival in Hamilton. What was your initial thought when you heard it?
Listen, I guess it sounds pretty cool for the Canadian Football League. I mean, sort of more wrapped up in Taylor Swift right now, Rod, as you can imagine. But, great stuff for the CFL to get Carrie Underwood, a huge star. It should make a Grey Cup week even better in the Hammer.
Yes, Friday night she's performing at First Ontario Centre, the old Cops Coliseum. I've had enough of Taylor Swift. Please tell me you have too. So we'll come around to football in a second.
As a Chiefs guy, I'm here for it, Rod, but I do have 5% of me is just worried that the biggest star on the planet, the most powerful woman in the world, actually has her eyes on the real prize, and that's Patrick Mahomes, and she's infiltrating the Chiefs from the inside through Kelce.
Oh, no.
That could blow it all up, Rod. That could blow it all up. So fingers crossed that they could just have a nice run. She gets the Chiefs more shine, and it ends, most importantly, with another Lombardi at the end of the year.
It's been known to happen, but the quarterback seems pretty happy from what I've seen. Hey, I know it's early, and Jets fans are going crazy. Tell me, did Bonus come out on the weekend and say the team's picked? Something of that ilk? I read somewhere that he basically removed all intrigue from camp.
I mean, again, here's the thing. For the most part, we've known that. There's a battle for the 13th forward. But listen, with Dubois leaving and 3 players coming in from the LA Kings that'll have roster spots, it really squeezed the guys at the bottom of the lineup. So, I mean, at this point, Rod, I think what we're looking at is pretty much the top 12 established. Might be a change on a line or two. I think the top 6 defense is pretty much cut and dry, and those will be the returning guys. And then we'll see whether it's Logan Stanley and Declan Chisholm who get those final 2 spots on the blue line. Both would have to be put on waivers. And unfortunately for Ville Heinola, who looked great in that first preseason game, he's waivers exempt. So that probably means he's starting the year with the Manitoba Moose. There's not a lot of intrigue about who's making the team right now, in my opinion, and certainly from Bones as well. But just seeing how this team comes together with some big pieces up front, playing with new line mates and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't think it's even a question who's going to be the backup goalie, especially after with what Laurent Brossoit did last night. Like, do you not think they acquired all those goalies in the summer thinking Hellebuck wasn't going to be around by now? Or what? What was your read on that?
I mean, certainly they had to be prepared if that happened. I mean, listen, Laurent Brossoit comes in on a 1-year deal knowing that there is the potential that he could be the starter at some point if a Hellebuck deal happens. And Colin Delia, who was good in the first game, more of it more of an insurance netminder, third in the organization. And they've got a couple exciting young goalies. Dom DeVincentis, who was the OHL goalie of the year last year, he'll be going back to junior. And Thomas Milic, who was Team Canada's goalie, they drafted him out of Seattle. He's 20. So he projects to probably be playing with the Moose, although they do have an ECHL affiliate. And once in a while, you'll put a young goaltender down there to be able to play 50, 60 games. But yeah, I mean, listen, it's Hellebuck. And until Hellebuck's not here, it's his crease. But I think LB will play a little bit more than the backups have in the past. And Brossoit looked great last night in the shutout win at home.
That's what I hear. Here's an off-the-board question, which I specialize in. You probably don't talk a lot about this, but what I hear from a lot of Jets fans is that Kevin Cheveldayoff is not visible enough. I hear the comment, Chevy needs to come in from the cottage and make a statement on blah, 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 blah. Is that a thing?
I mean, I guess to some people. He spoke at the beginning of training camp. I mean, he's not a guy that's getting out there every week and discussing what's happening with the team. Rick Bowness is really that guy. I mean, would we in the media like to hear from Chevy a little bit more? For sure. But I mean, the thought that he's just not working or whatever, frankly, is laughable. I can't imagine how busy this summer was trying to navigate all of the challenges that they have right now that are still very much out there. The Dubois deal happened first, but we're going to find out probably in the first 25 to 30 games, Rod, what the direction of this club is and what that means for the likes of Connor Hellebuck and Mark Scheifele.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I don't envy you riding the roller coaster of the fans. The good thing is you're on that roller coaster. You have a front row seat. You're just like the fans, which I think is great. Watching. Hey, Canada's game of the week. They're already talking about it. Bombers, Argos, Friday night, Grey Cup preview. What do you think?
Oh, man, Rod, I can't wait. We've been waiting for this game for 2 months. I'm sure there's a lot of guys in that Bomber dressing room that have been waiting since last November to get another shot at the Argos. And what a season they've had. The weather is projecting to be pretty nice, I think. It's gorgeous here right now. And, Rod, this is the third straight sellout in advance for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I can't remember when the last time a team in the CFL sold out 3 straight games. But listen, if you were going to go to one, this is a pretty damn good one to go to. Friday, IG Field should be absolutely rocking. It's a massive game for the Bombers right now. I mean, would they love to beat Toronto? Absolutely. Do they need the win to try to get closer to clinching first place in the West? Yeah, they definitely do. And of course, then the huge rematch with BC and BC the following Friday. So these next 2 weeks for the Bombers are going to be massive. And I think that, well, you're damn right that this is the game of the week. Friday night, IG Field here in Winnipeg. You're going to have, I think, what most people would agree is the 2 best teams in the league going at it for the first time since last year's Grey Cup. And I can't wait.
Buddy, you're the busiest guy in show business. We'll let you go. Wonderful update. I appreciate you. Stay close, man. Stay in touch.
Yeah, well, and sorry about the count. I don't know what the heck was going on when I was logging in, but I've got an issue with my camera, so I did this off the phone. We will have a better view and look next time I jump on with you, Rod. But appreciate you. Have fun down south. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, buddy. It was fantastic as always.